Everybody on Facebook. I wanted to talk to you about a couple interesting things. I don't know what about that little tease caught your eye. Was it the vanilla? Was it the naked people? Or was it the fear? See, I'm here to talk to you about connecting with individuals. Have you ever gone to give a presentation and you just kind of fell flat? That's when you've been vanilla. I've been vanilla, and quite frankly, I don't like vanilla, and I don't really get much from vanilla presenters. I don't get much from vanilla teachers. I like to see personality and engagement. I mean, are you with me? Do you like to have people that can evoke some emotion in you? I have gone to events and even just like classes where the person standing up there, I'm not even sure why they were there. Everything just came out as like information bullet points. And would you like to be the type of person that it doesn't matter whether you're talking with your team, your downline, your boss, your committee, your community, somebody that knows how to pique curiosity or inspire hope and build excitement and empower people and lead them to action. Those kind of people aren't necessarily the vanilla people. And if you love vanilla, hey, I'm not really bashing on vanilla. I have one of my best friends, and she's all about vanilla. She hates chocolate, which is a good thing for me because that just means more chocolate for me. And also naked people. Have you ever heard, we all know that like public speaking is one of the biggest fears known to mankind, right? That and death. So the common recommendation we're told is just think of the audience naked. I am sorry, have you ever gone up to give a presentation and looked out in the audience and pictured them all naked and thought, oh, this is much better? I don't know. Maybe if you're teaching a class of gym, rats that have low body fat and are all muscle toned, but I'm sorry, I tried that once and it did not turn out well. Picturing people naked does not eliminate fear. So what I'm talking to you about now is how to connect with people. Have you ever gone into a situation? I got to stop my cousin, Danelle. Hey, it's good to see you on here. She's like, nurses see naked people all the time. Yes, honey, you definitely do. My mom and my sister are all in the nursing field, and there's a reason I didn't go into that field. That is, I love your heart for it, but boy, that is just not me. And it's certainly not something that's going to help me connect with people. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about, is connecting with people. So what are the main causes of fear when you're doing public speaking? Whether that's getting up, I know people that lead a team of 10, 20 people, and they're working with them side by side all week long. And on Friday, they just got to stand up and give like some stats, or this is how the week's going. This is where we're at on this progress on this project. And their throat constricts and they turn all flushed and they can't speak and their mouth is dry. What causes that? And there's lots and lots of different fears that, reasons behind that. But the number one is fear of failure. Fear that like they're going to mess something up and then they're going to be rejected. That's another fear. Fear of rejection, fear of inadequacy, even fear of leadership. Like if I get up and I do a really good job at this, people are going to want me to do more of it, which that can be a bad thing, I guess, if you don't feel prepared. And then there's fear of embarrassment. And all of those fears come from the way we frame experiences. I have gotten up and given presentations and completely lost like my train of thought early on. And you know what actually endears me to an audience is when I can stop and go, oh crap, I just lost where I'm at. All right, just give me a moment. And the audience laughs, but you know what? They're not laughing at me. Now, I could choose to frame it that way, but they're not laughing at me. They're laughing with me because they've done it themselves. And my just like transparent humility, they're rooting for you. That's another way to get over fear when you're speaking. Everybody that you're talking to is rooting for you. They need something that you have. And you just being your authentic self, again, not vanilla, no cookie cutter, just get up there and be your personality. I couldn't be a Gary Vaynerchuk. I couldn't be a Tony Robbins. I couldn't be a name any public speaker, any like even actor. I just have to be me. You can't get up and bust amputee jokes unless you're missing a limb. That actually is part of me. I do that. People laugh. It's just me being real and transparent and vulnerable with myself. Somebody else can be a little bit more extroverted or even sing-songy or bring up props. And that's just part of their personality. Overcoming fear a lot of times has to do with just learning to love yourself and really questioning the beliefs about what you have, about the things that you're afraid of. So if you're afraid of rejection or embarrassment, why? Where is that coming from? Go back to when you first decided that if somebody didn't accept you while you were on stage or when you were given a presentation, why is that failure? Why would you feel embarrassed? Because I guarantee you there's not a person in this world who ever does anything perfect, right? Nobody. As a matter of fact, have you ever, and Facebook is perfect for this. Do you know people on Facebook that only present themselves as perfect? And they'll go dark for weeks or months, and that's when they're having a bad time. They never get on there and talk about the humanity of just being human. There is nobody out there that does things perfect. So when you actually allow yourself to show your flaws, it's really endearing to people and you can connect with them. It's a great way to build rapport. So I'm just here to encourage you not to be vanilla. Be your own unique self. And to challenge why you're thinking about, if you do the thing you feel called to do, why are you letting fear stop you? What is really, really behind that? And look for the evidence for those fears, because I guarantee you, when you really break them down, there's no evidence for it. It's just a false belief. And the reason this is important to all of us is because everything we do is public speaking. We are always trying to convince, sell, help, encourage somebody else. And we use our words, our body language, our tonality to do that. And now in today's day and age, we're doing less and less face-to-face and less of the impersonal writing. Everything is video. So I've got some stats that I want to share with you guys for those of you who have held on. Let's see if I can find it. I know I've got it here. All right. People, 80% of people watch video brand blog video. They're not going to read. And I don't know if you're like me, but even long Facebook posts, I don't read them. Now, a video, I will click on and I will watch that. So on average, people watch video 3 times more than anything else, even when it's not live. So the way that the world is going in its communication means we need to change with it. So if you're not comfortable on stage, if you're not comfortable in front of a camera, you are going to be left behind. If you have anything that you want to bring to people, if you have an impact you want to bring to people. So I want to leave that with you. And if you're in the Boise area, hang on, I got to get on my screen again. If you're in the Boise area, I'm starting a speaker's masterclass. It starts April 9th. It's a 12-week intensive, and we are going to go through everything of presenting a great keynote, how to find your brand, what is your purpose and your message, who is your audience, how do you overcome fear, stage fright, all of that packed in there, and ways to elicit emotions and get people curious and then empowered and then moving into action so that you can have the impact on this world that you are called to have. So we start that April 9th in Boise. I'll post the registration and information link in the comments below. But until then, guys, I want you to embrace your true self. Be the you that you were created to be. You were created on purpose with a purpose. You were created with an amazing power to impact the world. And sometimes we just got to start shedding off some of these labels that we've taken on as our identity that really aren't. It's just a bunch of crap that people have thrown at us, and we have said, okay, you say this is who we are, so this is who I must be. And I want you to really look into some of your top fears. What's stopping you? Because I tell you what, the only thing that's stopping you is you. If your people that you're around aren't supporting you, find different people. Because you were, I'm going to go right back to this, and I want to leave you with this. You guys were created on purpose for a purpose, every one of you. And that purpose was not to be a garbage can for other people's trash. You have an amazing gift within you, and the world needs to hear it, see it, experience, feel it, and have it. So until next time, guys, find your voice, share your story, and be unforgettable. Love you.